Dawn here from Enzo's, where it's not about the dog.
If you're new with us, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we answer your questions. Today, our question comes directly from the internet, and it's, why does my dog have to touch me?
Wow, that's a big one. That is a big one. And the number one reason is because touch is so powerful. Touch is power to canines. It's how they communicate, whether, it is the most powerful way to communicate with your dog, and how canines communicate is through touch. So if they jump on you, they're touching you. If they put their mouth on you, they're touching you. They're gathering information with all those things. So touch being so powerful to canines, it's humans who have to learn how to use touch appropriately.
I'm touching her.
She needs to stop touching me.
Leaning is a form of touch.
Oh my God. Yeah. So when you're walking with your dog and your dog is leaning against you, they're touching you. But why are they touching you? Mm-hmm. Okay. I just have to say, because there's so many things, I actually looked this up on the internet, what people are finding when asking this question. And everybody was saying it's because your dog loves you. It's because they love you.
They're showing you affection.
They love you.
No.
It's not. It is not. It is, they own you. They're controlling you, but is not because they love you. And don't be fooled by that. So, don't be fooled by that, you guys. It's just, that's all I'm going to say about that right now.
Here's a perfect example. I have a Bernese Mountain Dog. Any of you who have any of those types of breeds out there know that the lean is huge. But to me, the lean is very pushy and very bossy, and I don't find it cute. Mm-mm.
And it doesn't mean that Roulette loves you.
No, it does not mean that she loves me. It means she's demanding my attention. And it usually happens when I'm doing something else, like talking to someone else or dealing with another dog or something. It's when she decides that she's demanding attention. And don't put any human emotions on it. She's not jealous. Mm-mm. This is not jealousy. This is not anything except for her saying, I am above that other dog or you in the pack.
And give me something right now. Mm-hmm. Roulette does that to me. I didn't ever train Roulette. She's just always been fluffy Roulette to me, right? So she comes here and she sees me and she's like, oh, there's Dawn. Dawn will pet me, right? Mm-hmm. Dawn will let me out of my kennel. Dawn will pet me. And unfortunately, I typically do. And then she comes up and she leans against me. And then she does this and I'm petting her.
Yeah.
And then when I want to walk away, she comes and does it again and again and again. And we say it all the time. Like, we get it. I know what Roulette's doing.
We joke about it.
We joke about it. It's funny. But that is, how she gets that she loves that. But she is very, very pushy. She is very cute when she's pushy, but she's very, very pushy. Mm-hmm. Number one, touch is powerful.
What that turns into, though, is if you allow your dog to do that, give them an inch, they'll take a mile. So then you're walking with them and they don't want to walk. And they apply pressure to you by laying down or leaning against you or pushing you to go the way you want them to go. Or they want you to go, excuse me.
Yeah, I'll see people in our pack walk, just even in our classes, that I'll be like, don't let your dog lean against you. If they're leaning against you, my guess is they are not making any eye contact or looking at you for any kind of leadership or what are we doing, where are we going. They're leaning against you so that they don't have to look at you, right? Because if I lean against Karen, I know where she is. But if I don't, then I have to look at her to be, where'd Karen go, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So dogs do the same thing. So number one, touch is very powerful. Use it to your advantage, not to your disadvantage.
So let's talk about that. So how can I use touch? How can I pet my dog? And because that's why I got a dog. I want to love them and pet them, and they're fluffy and they're wonderful, right? So how do I make my touch and my dog's touch, to me, meaningful? And I want to make sure that I do it at the appropriate moments. Like,
you always have to think of their state of mind. So if your dog, if you just got, this is a great one. When you get home from work and your dog's at the front door and it's doing the happy dance and its tail is wagging and its whole body is...
And you miss them.
And you miss them, right? And you're like, could you imagine if your spouse or partner every time you walked in the door, did that. I mean, I can't. I would literally hit the ground and be like, Tom, knock it off. Like, go, like, no, something is, what are you on? Go away. But our dogs do it, and we think it's this great thing.
Cute.
But it's not, you guys, because think about yourself doing it. Is that a good state of mind? Like, where is that dog state of mind that they're that, like, adrenalized?
Yeah.
And, so if you were to touch them in that state of mind, you're just reinforcing it, which is what we do every day when we come home from work, right? We reinforce that state of mind. We either touch them or holler at them or whatever.
Or talk to
them. Yeah, so we're reinforcing. Basically, we're saying, good job, right? We're touching. Good job. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting adrenalized every time I come home.
Keep jumping on me.
Keep jumping on me. Yeah, so state
I
of
like
mind.
that.
State of mind.
No, I don't like it.
Is so big. So big, state of mind.
So what would you do instead? So instead, we might walk into the house, not feed into that behavior with touching them, and wait until all 4 feet are on the floor, or we have a calmer dog.
Yeah.
And reinforcing that moment with our pets and our love.
And as soon as they're calm, then touching them, then giving them that affection that we want to give them, right? Yes. So I walk in the house, I tell my dogs to go to place. It's just the first thing I always do. Clark is so good at it. He'll literally be waiting for me in place because he knows the first dog in place gets what he wants. He wants me to go over and see him. So he gets that. So he's just smarter than the rest, you guys. Sometimes you just have a Clark Kent in your life, right? Mm-hmm. And then other times you have an Abby, and Abby will do everything she can to not sit in place, but she won't get what she wants until she does. So you have to do it. You have to practice it. You have to work with it. But state of mind is so powerful.
And let's go the other way. So that was a happy state of mind. If you have a dog that is fearful or nervous
anxious,
or whatever, petting them when they're in that state is teaching them that that's how you want them to behave.
Yep. Again, nervous, fearful, anxious. It's okay. They're not a baby, right? So when your baby is crying or scared of something, what do? We pick them up, we hold them. I'm talking a human baby here, people. And we pat them and we tell them it's okay. And we literally tell them it's okay. When you do that to your dog, you're actually saying, keep doing what you're doing. Keep being nervous. Keep being fearful. And if I'm wrong, then you keep doing it and you'll keep getting the same results that you're getting.
Absolutely.
Like that's just what it is. If you're a fearful dog and you think petting your fearful dog is going to change that,
you keep doing it.
You keep doing it.
Or you can try our way.
Yeah. So, and I'm just saying, try a different way. State of mind is everything for these dogs. You're using touch and state of mind. You could do everything off training your dog. You could totally get them trained. And then the last one, Karen kind of already touched on this, but be quiet. Evaluate what's going on. Like, be really quiet and see, if you walk in the house and your dog's all wiggly. I always think of the boxer, right? Because the boxer has like multiple wiggles to their body. Right? Their tail's wiggling, everything's wiggling. But if you are calm and you wait for the proper time where they do calm down and then give them, sometimes it's just that. It's just waiting and assessing what's going on, right?
Absolutely.
And then touching in that way. So Karen, why don't you recap?
Okay. So recap, touch is very powerful. And so you want to be meaningful with your touch. When are you petting your dog? When are you rewarding? A touch is a reward, okay? Because dogs think of it differently. We think of it as, a stress reliever, whatever the case may be. For the dog, it means that you're paying attention to them and that they're getting what they want. So we want to make sure that our touch is meaningful at the proper moments. So we're going to base that on their state of mind, what is happening at the time, what I'm observing, and is this a behavior I want
to reinforce.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Well, there you go, you guys. Once again, it's not about the dog.
Yeah, that's
Take care.
true.